Hi guys, it's Charlotte and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am a Squarespace SEO expert, and here on my YouTube channel and my blog, I create content all about Squarespace SEO and web design and development, online marketing, and business. And this particular video came to me because the idea came to me because I was thinking, okay, like here we are, it's almost the end of the year and the people need to improve SEO on their Squarespace websites. And so I'm going to be sharing 6 tips that will help you to improve SEO on your Squarespace website. So whether you have a services-based business, if you deal with clients in person or online, if you sell products, whether again, in a store or a shop, or if you have e-commerce business and sell products online that way, if you are a content creator, if you sell events or something, doesn't matter what kind, if you're a brand, I don't really care. Whatever kind of Squarespace website you have, let's improve the SEO on it and follow these 6 tips. Literally just go through them step by step by step along with me in the video. And if you do this, you will improve SEO on your website by the end of the year. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to share my screen, show you how everything works. You can follow along in real time, and let's get at it without further ado. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. And before we begin, I want to let you know that I have a free Squarespace SEO checklist for download. I'm going to leave the link for it in the description box down below. But basically, this SEO checklist has been downloaded by like thousands and thousands and thousands of people. So you're an excellent company. And whether you are just starting out on your Squarespace SEO journey, or you've maybe been at it for a little while, but you want to make sure you haven't forgotten anything, you haven't done anything wrong or whatever, then grab a copy of this SEO checklist. It will just kind of walk you through what you need to do and make sure that you are all solid on a Squarespace SEO front. So no matter what type of Squarespace website you have, this checklist will make sure that you are taken care of on the SEO front. So again, I've left a link for it down below. You can grab a copy of it, and yeah, thank me whenever you are ready for it. Okay, so let's begin now by talking about 6 ways that we can improve SEO for our Squarespace website by the end of the year. So I'm going to show you here. I have created a demo website. This one is just like a random template that I found. I think it's on the 7.1, but if your website is on 7.0, that's fine too. You can, I think I have a video here that talks about the different versions, so I'll leave a link to that. But the very first thing that we are going to do is fill out the site-wide SEO description. So to do that, again, follow along. Load up your website, follow along with me here. We are going to go to settings. Here we go. It's like slow here. Okay, we're going to go to settings, scroll down here to where it says SEO appearance. Okay. And then down in this section, there's 2 little parts that we're going to be looking at. First of all, we've got the SEO title format and then the SEO site description field. So you can see that here in the SEO title format, the default is going to just be %S. So if you haven't touched anything, it'll just be %S, which you can see up here, pulls your site title, okay? But one thing you can also do is add a little bit of extra keywords into this. And then that way you're gonna have, again, a bit more information that when Google crawls and indexes it, they'll see and learn a bit more about your site. So you can do that. And I think I have another video that talks about this in more depth, so I'll link to that one up above. But that's the SEO title format. And then the next thing I want you to do is fill out the SEO site description for your website. And this might be something you're doing for the first time, or perhaps you're like, oh, okay, maybe I did it a long time ago, but I didn't know what I was doing. That's fine. You're here now, and let's improve it. So some of the tips I want you to think about when you're filling out the SEO site description is this field is one of the first things that Google sees when it lands on your website to crawl and index your content. And basically, you want to use this field to tell Google exactly what your website, your brand, your business, your offerings, what it's all about. So try to use the full character limit, or as close to the 400 characters as you can, and start off by saying like, you know, your business name or whatever, and then explain like who you are, what you do, the kind of clients you work for, the type of products you sell, you know, any distinguishing features that might make someone, like if someone's typing something that you offer, maybe your big offerings, your big like service areas, key product categories that you have, I don't know, anything like that. you want to fill that out in the SEO site description. And think about using natural language here, but you do want to kind of like front load the most important keywords at the start of your SEO site description, because for one thing, it indicates hierarchy to Google, but then also if you scroll up here, you'll see in the search appearance preview, then, it doesn't display the full SEO site description in an online search result. It just shows like the first little bit. So if you have the most important bit at the start before it cuts off, then again, that's going to be good for the person that might see that field when your website shows up in an online search result. So again, once we do this, it's filling out the overall SEO site description. This is the first place I want you to start. Okay, great. Let's move on here. I'm just going to save this. Okay, the next thing we are going to look at, I'm going to exit out of here, is now that we have filled out the SEO, come on, exit. Hold on. Ugh, I think I've got like too much stuff open here. The next thing that we are going to look at is we're going to fill out the SEO description for the different pages on your website, okay? Oh my gosh, come on, Squarespace. I think it like doesn't love that I have all of these softwares running. Oh my God, this is so slow. I don't know what to tell you. Patience is a virtue. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the different pages on your website, and you're going to do this for all the pages that you want Google to be like crawling and indexing. And we're going to make sure that you've filled out the SEO description for these pages. So let's take, again, these are all just like random templated stuff. It's not a live website. We haven't done anything. But to do it, you're going to click the settings gear icon. You're going to open it up and go to the SEO tab. And then, hey, look, we have an SEO title and an SEO description field again. So I want you to fill these out on every page of your website that you want Google to rank, right? So again, maybe you don't need Google to rank like the 404 error page or something, but you definitely want to be filling this out for like the about page, the services, the contact, anything like that you want to fill out. So use the same principles, use the full 400 characters, front load the most important keywords at the start of the SEO description for the page, fill out the SEO title. If it's, it will just pull the default, whatever you have here on the page title field, but you could say like about our company or whatever. That's fine. You can add into it. And yeah, make sure this is done for all the different pages. So whether you're doing this for the first time or maybe you've filled it out, but it's been a while, just go back and one at a time, review them, okay? Review it or create new ones. Okay, next thing that we are going to talk about is I want you to fill out a Google business profile. And Google business profiles, I have like a couple different videos here on my YouTube channel about it. So I'll link to one to start right here. But Google business profiles, let me show you what that is. Basically, if I type in, again, in this example case, I'm a like interior design studio. So if I type like Seattle interior design, which is where my fake website is, you see here how there's going to be, if I click on these, then this field that opens up here, this like feature about it, this is a Google business profile. So it's where, again, you're saying the main information about your business, but you're linking it to your website, all the overview of like your services, reviews, all the web results, like all this kind of stuff. This all comes from Google business profile. And this is a really important thing to fill out, especially if you are interested in local SEO, meaning you're trying to rank in a specific geographic area, you deal with clients out of a physical location, or maybe you like have a business that is mobile, like maybe you're a photographer or something, but you go to like different sites. You definitely want to be filling this out and having a Google business profile. It's so important for local SEO in particular. So, for maybe if you have an online business only and you're not really targeting like local clients, then it might not be as important for you. But if you are working with local clients, setting up a Google business profile is so important. And again, take a look at the videos that I have. I think I have like 3 or 4 videos on Google business profiles. So take a look at that and it will be really helpful for you. That will only take a few minutes as well. Okay, next up, tip number 4 is I want you to improve the site speed or the page load time of your Squarespace website. And so what this means is that, let's take a look at this, demo website here. You see that if I go to, I don't know, let's say the work page, the home page. Do you see how on this page, there's like multiple different images? I mean, it's a very just short demo page, but images are one of the really big things that can affect the page load time or the speed of the page. And if you have a lot of images across your website, and if those images are a large file size, then it means that the page is going to be slower to load. And if the page is slow to load, that's something that can be bad for SEO. Like Google can penalize you for that. So if that's the case and you were like, oh, wait, my images are actually like large sized and I don't like that, but how can I make them smaller? There's a lot of ways you can do it, but I really recommend that you use a free tool like Tiny PNG. You can literally just drag and drop the image file and it will compress it for you. And then you can re-upload it or like replace it with the existing image on your Squarespace website. So this is going to be particularly important for anyone that has lots of images on the website, whether it's, you know, just like peppered throughout the different pages, or if you have lots of galleries, lots of images and blog posts, whatever. This can be a bit of a time-consuming step, but it's something that you can do that is not hard. It's quite easy. It just might take a little bit of time depending on how big your website is, but it definitely will pay off from an SEO point of view because it will, again, improve the site speed or the page load time. So don't forget to do that. Okay, the next thing that I want you to do is think about updating existing content on your Squarespace website. So one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is that when it comes to your Squarespace website, remember that if you want your website to show up in online searches, Google has to, first of all, know that your website is there. And then number two, think that your website is worth showing up at the top of search results, meaning that Google needs to think that your website is more competitive than somebody else who's also trying to rank for the same thing. So when it comes to updating the content on your website, the reason why this is so important for SEO is that, first of all, it indicates to Google when they're crawling and indexing that this is like a live site that you're updating, you're improving, you're changing it, whatever. And so what I recommend that you do is just, again, go through the different pages that you have on your website, literally like starting with the home page, the about, the services pages, your like whatever, and review the content and see if there's ways that you can improve it, right? Can you improve that content, make updates, make changes as need be, maybe like lean more into long form content, whatever that happens to be, you know, again, whichever page it is, updating it, adding to it, improving it is going to be helpful because now when Google comes and recrawls and reindexes your website, they're going to be like, oh, wow, it's been dealt with and added to. It's better now. Let's give them a bump. Okay. And then that brings us to our last tip, which is by the end of the year, if you want to improve SEO, you need to think about creating new content for your Squarespace website. And this is particularly important if you sell products or you're trying to promote your services or anything. You want as many eyes on those money-making pages as you can. And one of the best ways you can do that is to create new content that leads or directs people to those pages. And the most common way that we can do this is by creating, let's say, new blog posts. So you could create, I have a lot of videos here on my YouTube channel and my blog post and my blog that talk about blogging for SEO. So I'll link to one or two of them right up here, but just also search blog or whatever on my YouTube channel. You'll find lots. And one of the things that I want you to think about is creating blog content that, again, sells your services, mentions your products, literally has a call to action to like move your business forward. And think about these new blog posts that you're creating as ways to attract new audience to your website and then, again, direct them to your offerings. Not only is this going to help get more traffic to your website because you have new blog post content, but it can also help with conversions and improve your business because now you're directing this new content that comes to your blog over to your services or your product pages, whatever it happens to be. So those are 6 different ways that you can improve SEO on your Squarespace website before the end of the year. And remember, I'm recording this at the very end of November. I think it's the last day of November, so it'll be going live in time for December. You have 4 weeks before the end of the year, and you can start this, I mean, at any point, but like if you're watching this in real time, like get on it kind of thing, right? I've given you 6 steps to follow, and just go through these and you will see an improvement in the SEO on your Squarespace website. And if you haven't already, before you go, make sure you grab a copy of the Squarespace SEO Checklist. It's totally free for you. And you can also take a look at the other videos that I have here on my YouTube channel, on my blog, and over on my website, I have lots more resources all about Squarespace SEO. So take a look at that as well. And just, like, go ahead, go down the rabbit hole, binge the content, whatever it happens to be. Squarespace SEO is the best. And I know that you will benefit from it no matter what type of brand, business, content creation, whatever it is that you have. Squarespace SEO is for you, and there's lots of time before the end of the year to get started on it. So no matter when you're watching it, apply these steps, but especially if you're trying to do it before the end of the year, then there you go. Okay, before you leave, make sure to like this video, leave me a comment to let me know what was helpful for you, if you learned anything new, if you were like, oh, that's how that works, or if you're going to try something, let me know. And also, if you have any ideas for future topics that you want me to record a video on, then leave a comment down below and I will consider adding that to my lineup, because there's lots of videos coming up over the next little while and I'm so excited for it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye.